Okay, so it's day 11 of Vlogust, and today I want to talk to you about something I've been kind of wanting to talk about for a while, but I don't even know if this is going to come out right, so I'm just going to splurge it out as normal because I had a couple. I don't really watch reality TV very much. I think I used to when things like Big Brother and stuff came out, but over the last few years, it's like everyone's a reality star, and you've got Big Brother, celebrity Big Brother, that's just come out here in the UK, and it's just filled with people who were previous reality TV people, and it's kind of, I feel like the world of celebrity has become slightly meaningless. Like when I was growing up, to be famous, to be a celebrity was huge. Like, it was a massive big deal. And the celebrities that we saw, I can't think of people now, but they were untouchable. They were people that you were like, they are a star. Like, there's no two ways about it. I don't expect to bump into them. They are, they're better than me. Their clothes are better. Their makeup is better. And there was something kind of old school Hollywood about that was nice. And I think we kind of turned it on its head, and suddenly we had, Heat magazine and magazines that sort of showed pictures of people in their worst possible state, and we'd circle all their bad bits and would say, hey, they're just like us, they're people, and look at them, there's a picture of them taking their bins out. And suddenly it sort of became watered down, and then with the influx of reality TV, it wasn't as big a deal being on television. Those of you that follow my stuff already know that I actually did grow up on television on a kids TV show, albeit not, the super mega stardom that some people have. We had millions of viewers, and so it was quite unusual for me and people of my age to have been on television. It was more of a big deal. Whereas now, everybody knows somebody that's been on TV if they haven't been on TV themselves. And it's sort of become watered down. So this wasn't even my sort of initial point, but I started watching a reality show, which I'll leave it out. And I have got friends who have been in reality TV shows, and it's not about slating people. And you know what? It's people can have really good fun. They can make some money, and it's not about that. It's just about sort of challenging the thought process behind it and where we go from here. And one of the things that I really felt a bit saddened by, actually, there's two major things when watching it. One is that people are now having so much plastic surgery done and so consumed by being a certain look and a certain type that people's faces are actually becoming the same. Like that look that we do see in LA and places like that, but that sort of the lips being blown up and tons of fillers in the face is making people look the same, and I don't even think it's an attractive look. And I'm not against plastic surgery at all. I've always said if I wanted to get something done, then I would, and I'm not slating people for getting it done because I understand the reasons. I just worry that it's becoming the norm, that I see people, on Instagram and young kids and stuff talking about getting their lip fillers done. And I just kind of want to say, look, again, I'm not telling you what to do with your body. It's your life, it's your face. But it's, remember, it is your face. And if everybody starts to look the same, it's really, really dull. And it's not an attractive look. Lip fillers particularly change the whole shape of your face. And I've had a few people that I know have it done recently, and some have been alright, some have been subtle enough that it hasn't been noticeable, but then there's part of me that's like, well, what's the fucking point then? And then there's the other ones that their face moves up a bit and it just looks a bit odd. And I just felt like when I was watching the reality TV show, everyone had something done, that they just looked the same. There was no point of difference. And I just worry that in 10 years we're gonna look at this time and go, shit, like we should have recognized that this was going to a bit of a dark place. It's nice to have perceived imperfections. The way that we see as like a really cool look now wasn't that 20 years ago. For example, eyebrows are a really good example of this. When I was growing up, I've always been so, dark. I had big, thick, bushy eyebrows and I was traumatized by them. And I was like plucking at them and shaving them off, because when I grew up, it was fake boobs and it was pencil thin eyebrows. It was the Pamela Anderson era, and that was touted as the glamour, the aspirational look, this sort of lads mag era. And now we're, back to bushy eyebrows and take your boob, you get your boobs smaller or whatever shape they are now. And it makes me recognize that things change, and when you do something so drastic to your face, you can't really turn that back, or your body for that matter. So I just want, particularly girls, although I know men are influenced as well, when you're following people on Instagram and you see people um, on social media and stuff, just take a second thought about where that's coming from and the future. And I'm sure that some of you will watch this and go, what do you know? I'm telling you now, when I was younger, I wanted boob job, I wanted everything done to my face, and I'm really, really glad that I didn't. I'm really glad. And at 31, nearly 32, I think I can safely say that I'm glad I made that decision. And looking back on that, had I done that, things would have been different in lots of ways. So just don't rush into this stuff, and don't feel like you've got to be like everybody else. There are so many different beauties in this world, so many different interpretations of that. So don't always feel that don't feel you've got to conform to that stereotypical look, because then what's the point of difference? Then you're just like everybody else. Do you really want to be like everybody else, or do you want to stand out? Surely the point of wanting to be your best self is that you stand out and you look attractive, or whatever. And so just sort of doing the same plastic surgery as everybody else, it's not great. The other thing that I've felt from watching the reality show, and probably some of you are like, obviously, is just the dumbing down of stuff. Like, I don't think it's attractive to be stupid. I don't think it's attractive to say, I'm thick me, I'm stupid, I don't know anything me. Especially, again, girls, I'm talking to you because I hear it from girls, less from men. Men still have that bravado, but tend to, stereotypically. But I've just felt like too many girls on things that I've been watching, it's like it's fun to be stupid. It's not. And I'm not even saying that you have to be like always book smart. Most of my stuff is self-taught. Yes, it's from books, but it's self-taught. And I really dislike it. You can be beautiful and individual and smart. You can. So don't think that you've got to morph into this mold, this carbon copy, this cardboard cutout. This is a girl with big fake boobs and big lips, and and not a thought in their fucking heads. Just a thought. Just a thought. It's ironic. So yeah, girls particularly, but boys too. Don't feel like you've just got to follow just buck the trend. Be different. Stand out. If you want to be, if you're into acting and singing and want to be famous, get famous for talent and stand out for the right reasons. Why don't you bring some of that old school Hollywood glamour back, instead of trying to be the same as everybody else, because it's boring. And when I see people like that, unfortunately, and that's not always the case, but unfortunately I just see insecurity, and I kind of want to give people a cuddle. So maybe this is me talking out of line, I don't know, and I'm sure you'll comment and let me know. But I just wanted to reach out, because I know I get a lot of girls that follow me that are younger than me, and I want to say to you, look, yeah, cool, have little, use your makeup, get your hair done, have some, things that are like reversible, but really, really think carefully before you have fillers in your face and Botox and plastic surgery. I'm not totally against it. I'm just saying, just really think hard about it and what it will actually do to your face, and whether, particularly lip fillers, I'm going to just put it out there, maybe I've got a bit of a bugbear, but particularly lip fillers, I just think make people look the same. That sort of like lip lifted up there. It's not even that it's making your lips bit, it's going to look like, I just don't, I'm not into it. Unless they can do it better. I just, no, don't do it. So yeah, this is day 11, and this is what we're chatting about. I'm good, I'm happy, I'm feeling good. My girls come back from Newcastle today, so I get to see them and kiss them and love them, and I will keep trying to give you lots of content. Keep messaging me, keep letting me know what you're doing, and yeah, I love hearing from you all. Speak to you all soon. Peace.